Good morning, everyone. All right, well, another day begins here. It's day 4, but I got to go drive out to my trusty parking spot. I like to have a nice view when I trade, so gotta get the bus started. Here we go. All right, in reverse, and we're gonna back out. Oh, got the emergency brake on. Always want to double check that before you put your foot on the gas. Forgot today. A little smoky back there. Engine burns a little oil. All right. So I just kind of back up like this. Just a nice, steady. I just go in reverse. I just one gear. Just that way I don't have to turn around, go into first, and then go. Yeah, I just back up. I just go in reverse. All right, and this spot over here is kind of nice because it's a little shady. And I think that's gonna basically do it right there. Yeah. All right. Ready for day 4 of the small account. Well, before I can start trading, this goes without saying, but I've got to connect Ethernet and power. So, this is van life. Of course, I've got my Ethernet right here. And I've got my power right here. I keep these on the wood pile. That way it stays nice and dry when it rains. I drag them out over here. Lift up the back. So pop that up. Oh, can't do that with one hand. I just don't have the upper body strength. Wow. I guess 10 years of trading really does eliminate any muscle mass. Okay, that's good to know. All right. And then these guys, I kind of do like a little lasso type of thing. I sort of swing them up there like that, and then I just go up front and grab them. So I don't know what day 4 has in store for me yet. I haven't even, turned anything on. Here we go. In. And gotta do the same with Ethernet. Okay. In. All right. Ready to go. So I haven't even looked at the gap scanners yet. I hope, I pray for some nice momentum today, but I'm a little skeptical because yesterday was a bit choppy. We didn't have a lot that looked really good. So I guess we'll see how things look. And of course, as always, I'll break it down for you guys during the recap. Now, in case you thought trading was easy, I'd like to be the first to remind you that it's not. They're all foggy. See, it's kind of humid in here. Most beginner traders lose money. In fact, even traders who've been doing this for a long time still manage to lose money. So I would encourage you, if you're thinking about learning to trade in a simulator before you ever put real money on the line. If you can't be profitable in a simulator, you shouldn't be trading with real money. It's really that simple. So trade in a simulator and then flip the switch. And now we're gonna get into my recap. As always, my results are not typical. I don't even know what the recap's gonna be. But as I sit here and start to get things loaded up, it looks like we've got some gappers. So let's see what day 4 in the small account challenge holds. All right, everyone. Well, this is day 4 of the small account challenge, and I finished up $204.58 before fees and commissions, be a little under $200 after fees and commissions. Not bad for day 4, but I almost didn't take any trades today at all because I just wasn't totally sure. We didn't have a fantastic gap scanner. We had a couple things that looked okay, but nothing that looked absolutely amazing. And so for that reason, I was a bit more cautious, and I just took one trade. That's what I was going to do anyways. But so let's look at it. It was SGOC. Let's see. So this right now is at 12.19. So first of all, this stock was on our gap scanner this morning. In fact, it was the second leading gapper in the entire stock market, but it was only gapping up 24%. It wasn't really the biggest gap that we've ever seen. This is what's on the scanner right now, but SGOC was our second leading gapper. And what I liked about it, in contrast to the leading gapper, GLG was too cheap. I'm not going to really trade $1 stocks, not really into that. IO, too cheap. Let's see, there were a couple others here. FRLN, very light volume. Lizzie, I've traded it before, haven't done super well on it, so kind of didn't have much interest in Lizzie. I said maybe it was interesting if it could break over, I think it was 265 or 275 right there, but it couldn't, so no trades on Lizzie. And then SGOC, I missed it yesterday. It did put in a big move, or actually I can't remember. Maybe it was the day before that. But in any case, there was one day that I really felt I missed it, and I think it was yesterday actually. But you got this nice squeeze yesterday morning, and so this morning, as I saw it on the scanner, I started looking at the chart, and I thought, all right, we've got this descending resistance line. Could we get a squeeze up to that level, which is about around $14, $13.90? And I decided to give it a stab. And so if we dial this in here on the 10-second chart, what you'll notice is that we actually had this morning what I would call an ABCD pattern. So let me go back a little earlier. We've got a couple other little areas where it did pop up. But so this was where I took my trade. So right in here, you could see it started to pop up right in this area from 12 up to 13. It pulled back. We had this period of kind of consolidation. And I first tried to buy at 1287. And that was right here. I didn't get filled on my order. And that's the order you'll see right here that I ended up canceling. So it pops up a little higher. It goes up to 1314. It dips. And I don't know if anyone knows the name of that pattern right there. Those on YouTube and Facebook, you might not know it. But that's a 10-second ABCD pattern. Typically, we would trade that on a 5-minute chart or 1-minute chart. But it is an ABCD pattern. So it's one of the patterns that we talk about in the classes. And we actually talk about it in the free Day Trading 101 workshop that I gave you guys a link to the other day. But the link is in the description if you do want to register to it. So anyways, this is a ABCD pattern, a pop-up, a pullback, pop-up, a second pullback, and then a breakout. And so I jumped in for that breakout. It pops up here to 1370. It pulls back. It tries to go higher on another micro pullback. It's not able to. It dips down. I took the profit off the table. It pulls back. And then I traded it in my main account. And we got this trade at the open up to a high of 1442. I'll do my big account recap separately. But, I also said we've got to be really careful on this because while it has a history of popping up, it's actually popping up just a little bit right now, as you can see. It also has a history of dropping. So it's coming right back to that yellow line. But this history of popping up here, and we can see it on the 1-minute chart, pops up and then drops. Look what it did earlier, yesterday. Pops up and drops. It has this kind of history. So you got to be careful on it. I was careful. I didn't overstay my welcome. In the small account, I left $1 a share on the table because it went up over 14. So left money on the table, but I got green. So traded. The total value of this trade was a little over $5,000. My account this morning, starting balance was $5,527.08. Produced about $200 of profit. Smaller green day. It's about not even 5% growth in the account today, but at the same time, it's not bad. 4% growth or so. It's still a really decent day for a small account challenge. And one trade kept it green. One trade a day is a small account way. So I'm happy with that, and it finishes the week here with a green day. So 4 days in, decent progress. Didn't trade at all on day 3, but day 4 was good. So
keeping the recaps short here, so you guys watching them down the road can just kind of, go through them quickly. So day 1, day 2, day 3, and there's day 4 in the books, about $200 of profit, and I'll be back at it first thing on Monday morning with day 5. All right, I'll see you then, Monday morning, day 5. And hey, as a reminder, if you didn't already know, trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, and I encourage you to trade in a simulator before you ever put real money on the line. All right, have a great weekend, and I'll see you for day 5.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.